Hey everybody, Grest here. So y'all know I love my AP5 MP5 clone here. I put a lot of rounds through it and it's time for a good cleaning. Alrighty folks, so today we're going to be doing a cleaning and maintenance of my Century Arms AP5 MP5 clone. So just so you guys can see, there's no mag inserted, nothing in the chamber, no ammunition near my workbench here. So the products that we're going to be using today actually come from OTIS, and we're going to be using their master cleaning kit. So they have all of your different brushes for different bore sizes. They come with some CLP, some lubricant. They come with a cable guide for cleaning out your bore, and different patches, cleaning brush, and everything. So this is an all-inclusive kit. So we're going to be using some of the components from this kit on today's cleaning video. All right, so let me go ahead and locate the 9mm brush. Definitely going to be needing that. And inside the pouch right here, we will definitely be needing a sort of jag of some sort to put our patches on. So go ahead and select that one. It looks like it will work just fine. Cables here, that's probably going to be a little excessive on the length, so I'm going to use the shorter cable. So this guy here should work so long as my jag fits on there, and it looks like it does, so we're off to a good start there. Alright, and then on the other side here we have some patches. This is a 9, and of course we're going to need ourselves a brush. Alright, so disassembly for maintenance. So I have a little bit of different stuff on here. Typically you're going to have a rear pin and a front pin on the housing here, the trigger housing. So I only have a rear pin since I'm using the Magpul trigger housing. I'm going to pull that out. So once you get your rear pin out, you can lower your trigger housing. Here you can see the other pinhole. If you have the traditional trigger housing, you would have to also remove that pin. So we'll go ahead and set the trigger housing aside for now. Set our stock aside for now. And once you pull the stock and the trigger housing out, you can pull back on your recoil spring assembly and your entire bolt assembly is going to come out of here. All right, and as you can see here, this thing is really dirty. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of take this apart so you can see. So after you have your bolt assembly apart, spray it down with some sort of a cleaner. I'm going to use some Aegis Gun Care cleaner. This is some of the best cleaner that I've seen for getting carbon off. There's of course a lot of other out there. You can use some sort of CLP. Kind of set that stuff aside, let it soak. Good idea to go ahead and spray off your other components with your cleaner and just kind of let those soak as well. And the inside of the receiver on these also gets pretty dang dirty, so good idea to hose that down, let it soak for a little bit, and after it's soaked for a good bit, you can go ahead and start cleaning off your surfaces. I always keep handy a roll of towels for doing that sort of thing. Here's where your brush comes in pretty handy, so to get down in those hard to reach areas. Alright, so we'll set the bolt parts aside. Those are pretty much clean as far as I'm going to clean them, so you don't have to get this stuff squeaky clean unless that's the type of person you are, but for me, just wiping them down and getting all the soot off there is good. So I'm going to try to clean the inside of the receiver. This is always a challenge because it's kind of deep in there and it gets really dirty. This particular firearm is shot suppressed about 99% of the time, so because of that, it's even more dirtier. don't know if you can see in there, but that thing is quite a bit cleaner than what it was. Yeah, let's say it was dirty. All right, so kind of can move on to the trigger housing here. And if you're really worried about the dirt and grime down here in the trigger housing, you could always take that out. I'm not going to do that though for this. I just normally just kind of spray down in there and try to get it as clean as I can. I've had absolutely zero malfunctions with this guy, and I don't want to start having them because of lack of cleaning. So I have neglected it a little bit, but this thing just seems to run and run. So big thanks to OTIS Gun Care. They sent me out some stuff recently. I did a video about it, and I am utilizing their stuff today. Always been a fan of OTIS, have a lot of their products, so I was pretty happy when they decided they wanted to send me a few things. So I've been using that Elite cleaning kit for a number of projects and cleaning events. And you know, if you're looking for a cleaning kit that has pretty much everything you would need for any type of firearm, whether it be a rifle, shotgun, pistol, muzzleloader, any caliber, definitely check out that Elite system. It is phenomenal. So that's looking pretty good. Kind of leave that guy be. So let's go ahead and clean out the bore. So as you can see, fairly short barrel, so this short length will be just fine. And these round clean patches from OTIS are pretty cool because you kind of can slip those guys in there, and you pinch it, you send it through the cleaning patch jag, and then kind of fold it over, and it kind of looks like this. So I'm going to throw this guy in there and put some of this clean solvent on there. All right, so a couple run of patches through that. I'm going to throw some CLP now with the brush. Couple quick passes with the brush. And now I'm going to switch back to the jag, and I'm going to run some patches through it with CLP. And the idea, of course, is that you keep running these things until they come out clean. I'm not a perfectionist when it comes to my cleaning regimen. I don't have to have everything super spotless, but I do try to do the best I can. I also tend to maybe use a little bit more lubricant, but the idea behind that is that better to have too much than not enough, especially during storage and transport, stuff like that. That's coming out pretty dang clean. So, all right, so now we got to reverse the assembly, or disassembly rather. So kind of set my receiver over there. For my fire control group here, I'm just going to put a little bit of lube on a couple of the contact points that have some wear on there, a little bit on the spring as well. So, set that over there, and we have to put the bolt assembly back together. Just like that. So the bolt's a little tricky to get back on here. You have to kind of squeeze the roller a little bit and kind of twist in a, you're looking at the bolt face here, in a counterclockwise direction to get that thing on there, but it'll kind of lock into place. You can see from a groove here where it engages. Not the most intuitive, but not too bad either. Just kind of get my greasy hand marks off of here. As far as the lubrication, pretty much contact points. Anything that makes contact with something, you're going to want to. And again, I kind of over lubricate my stuff. That's just the way it is for me. Alrighty. And we can go ahead and Slide this bad boy back in there. Trigger assembly, pretty much reverse. That rear pin on this thing is pretty dang tight. And that pretty much wraps it up. So always after disassembling for maintenance, make sure that you function test everything. Make sure that your safety works. Make sure that your fire control group seems to be operating properly. Your charging handle, safety, your magazine release, all that fun stuff. So I mean, for me, I can do a quick function check like that, and I can see my safety is functioning. If I pull it off a safe and I just do a quick cock, I can feel that disconnector engage, and then I can fire again. So appears to be functioning properly. So if you're looking for some parts or accessories for your firearm, definitely check out my friends over at Brownells. Check out OTIS Gun Care, which they also carry at Brownells. Been a fan of their stuff for an awful long time. They make a variety of products, including some of the stuff you saw here today. So the CLP, the Shooter's Choice CLP, also the patches and the Jag and all that fun stuff. All right, so I appreciate everybody watching today's video on this breakdown, cleaning, and maintenance of this AP5 MP5 clone. Any questions or comments, please put those down below. I'd appreciate it if y'all check out my friends over at Brownells. Use code BOP10 and save yourself some dough off your next purchase. Appreciate everybody watching and subscribing, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Y'all take it easy.